day and welcome to W3L Wrestling Showdown here on the W3L network. Thank you for joining me, as I'm sure you do every single week. Thank you for subscribing if you haven't already. And thank you for making your plans to be part of our next set of live events. Yeah, that's right, we have more live events coming your way. On Friday, June 16th, we're going to be in Wester Hailes. On Saturday, June 17th, we'll be in Grangemouth. And then Sunday, June 18th, we will be in Haddington. Then on Thursday, June 29th, we go to Pennycook. On Friday, June 30th, we start our northern tour by heading to Wick. Saturday, July 1st, we are in Ullapool in the afternoon and then Dingwall in the evening. And then Sunday, July the 2nd, we are in Elgin as we round out our northern tour. These are going to be some great opportunities for you to see us live. And remember, nothing quite beats seeing W3L in person. So get your tickets from our website right now, or even sooner. This week's match will involve a man we saw very briefly in last week's match. That man is the merchandise Mike Musso. He's been having issues with the very good Mr. UNG Mackie, but he has to put that on the back burner this week as he's facing another man that he's wrestled numerous times and knows very well, Lucian Maynard Smith. For Smith, he's been something of a flux, I think, really, here in W3L since losing the tag team title. He's not really had much of a focus or a particular goal to aim at, but with the advent of a new heavyweight champion, Smith intends to be refocused and challenge for that belt and race his way up the ladder of contention. In his way is Mike Musso, a man with a lot of anger, a lot of rage, particularly aimed at the very good Mr. UNG Mackie. Can Lucian Maynard Smith get past the merchandise, or is Musso going to swat him aside en route to getting his hands on Mackie? Let's all find out as we get down to ringside for this week's match.
Ladies and gentlemen, this card is a single match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first of all, coming to us from Liverpool, England, and weighing in at 40 stone, this is Lucian Maynard Smith. And introducing his opponent, he is from Kirkcaldy in Fife and weighs 235 pounds. He is the merchandise Mike Musso.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is 4 Days here with you on Wrestling Showdown. Lucian Maynard Smith not even waiting for the opening bell and attacking Mike Musso right away. He's got him trapped in the corner here. Obviously, these two men know each other pretty well. They fought goodness knows how many times here in W3L. Obviously, Smith feeling he needs or wants the advantage as he misses that clothesline. And he tried to block the hip toss, did you notice? But it wasn't quite to be. Musso was still able to muscle him off his feet. And down went Smith. That may have changed the tide, because the last thing you want to do these days is anger Musso, because he's pretty ticked off, I have to say. I'm sure you know the situation between he and the very good Mr. UNG Mackie. They've been at each other's throats. Mackie's interfered in his matches. Musso just last week made the save for Kevin Williams after hang on, goes for a cover. Doesn't get it over. Just last week, Kevin Williams was about to brain with a wooden chair. Actually, one of Lucian Maynard Smith's antique chairs that he used in the House of Smith. But Musso made the save before any damage could be done. Smith got him by the legs and slingshots Musso in the corner, but Musso holds on. Musso blocked it and just goads Smith in. It's maybe the best way to put it. Hits him with the back elbow. Go for that clothesline and lands it. That just nets him a 2 count, however. Smith was here hosting the House of Smith just a couple of weeks ago. We saw what happened there with James Scott and with Nathan Reynolds and the setup to the heavyweight title situation. Of course, we all know that both these men are going to be aiming at James Scott to get that much coveted heavyweight title match. As Smith just greets Musso with these forearms. Smith's really been upping his game. He's been travelling to different places, learning from
as many people as he can, many veterans of the sport, to really improve his game. And he's trained with such wide-ranging individuals as American indie wrestling star Jigsaw and British wrestling star Marty Jones, the heyday of British wrestling. So in Smith's experience, the kind of the bank that he's been learning from is very vast, and he's putting this to good use by having the advantage over Mike Musso. He slams him off the top, down for a cover. It's not to be. Again, as of late here in W3L, Musso's been fueled by anger, fueled by vengeance on UNG Mackie. And again, he felt prompted to come out and save Kevin Williams last week, saved Leah Owens just last month, I believe. That's 2 months ago now, as she was in our match against the very good Mr. UNG Mackie. Again, these two men wrestle each other so often, they know each other pretty well, but Smith's doing well. So he runs Musso in. That's a double effect of knocking the wind out of Musso as he hits chest first, but also Smith's shoulder drives into Musso's lower back. And of course we know that Musso likes to blunt force trauma, he likes to lift wrestlers over his shoulders, but that's a really hard thing to do with a weakened lower back. Smith is wrenching away with that variant of the courting hold, trying to twist Musso's abdomen at a strange angle. I don't think he's quite got it locked in as well as he might, unless this is some new technique that I'm not familiar with. But Musso with a big hip toss, certainly better than one earlier. Smith unable to block this one, and goes a bit. Musso slow to follow up, and it's Smith who is first to attack again, but he takes that back elbow to the face, and a shoulder block. Musso climbing the turnbuckles here. And a body press. Been using that as of late. Doesn't get it though. Lovely flying body press that it is. And raking the eyes is Lucian Maynard Smith. I do believe he last wrestled here in Showdown back in January, when the Noble Lions lost the tag title to Jason Reed and Kevin Williams. Musso rammed in the corner again. Smith returning to his strategy. He knows what he needs to do to beat Musso. So Musso last wrestled last month against James Scott. Came a cropper there, so he wanted to address the balance. Chest first. Up he goes, and down goes Smith. But you can see what it took out of Musso. That lower back is clearly weakened. The chest now lands heavily on those two knees of Lucian Maynard Smith. Musso very slow to move here. Normally he's quite energetic, quite explosive with his offense, but not so much just now. Smith has it slowed him down, definitely. But Musso rolls through and hooks the leg up. Now he likes that Indian deathlock, and he bridges and wrenches Lucian Maynard Smith, who's now having his neck pulled backwards, so it's putting torque on the neck and upper shoulders. So he's got his legs grapevined, so his calves and thighs are feeling it. His lower back is being tweaked as well, so he has got to the ropes. It's a very painful move, that Indian deathlock, as it works on a number of different parts of the body. And when you've got somebody the size of Musso, Smith cuts off that shoulder block. But Musso with a drop toe hold. He's finding new ways to get into that Indian deathlock. This is another one. As he bridges out. Again wrenching Lucian Maynard Smith. He's got hold of him. And hang on, it's Mackie. Oh, and UNG Mackie has come out and he just sprayed the effluent in the eyes of Mike Musso. That's that poisonous substance, whatever it is, that could blind somebody. Musso's had this in his eyes a few times. Williams did last week. Smith with the roll up. and gets the win. Lucian Maynard Smith has just pinned Mike Musso. So Smith scores a big win over Mike Musso, but it took UNG Mackie and that effluence to do it here on Showdown.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, just when you thought that Mike Musso couldn't get any angrier at the very good Mr. UNG Mackie, he has suffered a loss directly as a result of Mackie's interference. That's not the first time Musso has taken that effluence in his eyes, and I know it takes him a while to kind of wash them out, and I do believe that he's had issues like days after with his eyes stinging and stuff, so he's had another face full of that effluence. Now, I don't know where Tim Wiley's been these past few weeks. It seems that Mackie doesn't always have him at ringside, but Mackie may need to get Tim Wiley maybe like a whole army of bodyguards, because Musso is after him in the worst way. And if you thought the issues between them were bad enough before, well, I'm sure it has been ramped up even more now. What will happen between these two men? If you subscribe to this channel, you will find out. If you come and see us live, you will find out. And you can see us live. I told you the dates at the beginning of this episode. To get your tickets, go to our website. We're at W3LWrestling.com. Buy them there. Use Showdown as a coupon code for 20% off. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. That'll give you all the up-to-the-minute information about W3L and what happens when Musso attempts to get his hands on Mackie again. Make sure you use the hashtag W3L Wrestling Showdown. Subscribe to this here channel. Never miss an episode of Wrestling Showdown. Because why would you want to? Come on, what else have you got to do with yourself? And make sure you come back here in 7 days' time, because I'll bring you even more fine action from the Worldwide Wrestling League right here on Wrestling Showdown.